If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. GMS fam, the green room, what's going on, man? Hey, y'all already got me laughing already, man, with the comments, man. Look, you know we had to talk about this. We had to. There was no way we weren't going to talk about this situation. There was no way we're going to let this pass us by. GMS fam, the green room, first and foremost, you know we usually start out the show with peace and love and positive energy and good vibes, passing them forward, hoping that you pass along as well. And we are going to maintain that phrase. But today, we are letting the good work of racial justice and violence prevail, because we are going to talk about what has been sweeping the nation for the past 2 days, and that is the Riverfront BRAWL, live in Montgomery, Alabama. Hey, man, it was a sight to see, an extreme sight to see. It was so beautiful because it wasn't even just in the sense, like, I know we're going to talk about the things that happened. We're going to see some things. The sad part about it is we may not be able to actually play some of the actual violence because YouTube, I mean, think about it. They don't allow people to play fights on here already, but imagine if they had people playing racial justice violence on this motherfucker, showing black people beating the shit out of racist white people. They definitely wouldn't allow that. But I am going to get away with a few things. I'm going to play some clips and other things like that. So make sure you stay tuned. Here's the thing. The beautiful part about this situation is the fact that we got to see an organic moment of black people coming together and helping one another and defending one another, having each other's backs. I can't even explain how incredibly happy I was and satisfied to see something like that, and to be able to witness it at such a time in social media where there's so much anti-black rhetoric, narratives, all types of shit being said. You know, I said this when all the Jewish things were going on with Kanye and Kyrie, and they were using this phrase, dangerous and harmful rhetoric that goes against Jewish people, that results in Jewish people being harmed. But I've yet to hear about the dangerous and harmful rhetoric that is, being spread on social media about black people on a daily. And their excuse is that, well, black people hate white people and black people are the racist one now and they're the sensitive ones and they're the ones that, No, you guys allow far right extremists and propaganda and narratives push you to believe that black people are a certain way. Y'all motherfuckers take instances that happen regularly on a daily basis between all races and try to make it a one race thing. All to spread a narrative. It's not about understanding. It's not about common sense. It's not about using logic. It's not even about the bogus bullshit ass stats that these people try to post as well. It's about the fact that it is one against the other, and they are going to continue to go at it as long as social media allows it. But at such a height of racial tension on these sites, to see something like this lets you know what reality is like. It reminds you what reality really is. See, I'm gonna take an educated guess and say some of these people, some of these white folks on this boardwalk were some of the people that have probably tweeted or posted things that were anti-black in the past, or maybe even recently, or maybe over the past couple days after going viral for getting their ass whooped out they fucking Crocs. But I'm just gonna take the educated guess and say so, because I mean, it's safe to say, as much as interactions that I see on the internet from multiple different people, especially from white people who like to insert themselves into black conversations and try to make it about, well, black people are this and black people are that, and I'm tired of people saying I'm racist because I'm white. First of all, a hit dog will always holler, because I don't know any white people that I know personally that get called racist just because they're white. You must be doing something or saying something that is making somebody call you that. Perfect example, the fact that you even in my comment section saying some wild, goofy shit in the first place. The fact that you think you have to defend your whiteness in a situation that has nothing to do with you. And I'm not talking about this Riverfront situation. I posted a picture of Jamie Foxx and explained what happened with Jamie in this whole fake anti-Semitic narrative that they tried to push on him. And I said, I'm tired of black people having to apologize because other groups of people don't understand them. Now, when I say other groups of people, do you think I mean only white people? Do you think I mean only Jewish people? Do you think I mean only Asian people or Latino people? Or do you think I mean every other race besides black people? Yet for some reason, all I had was Mayo soldiers in my comments talking crazy on a situation that had nothing to do with black versus white people. It was simply somebody taking a Instagram post and trying to make it about anti-Semitism. But that white guilt is something else, man. They can't help themselves. When they see somebody black explaining something or talking about something racial, they can't help themselves but to interject themselves into that conversation, because they have been taught that now they don't have to realize or try to connect with reality. It's not about reality with these type of people. It's about the fact that, hey, all we can do is escape accountability and escape reality by trying to not talk about the things that are true in this society, which is racism is real. Black people have the right to speak on racism whenever the fuck they want to. And if black people have experienced racism their whole life, I'm pretty sure they are more equipped to call out what is racist and what is not. White people that try to defend the bullshit are nothing but niggas that sit in the fucking stands at basketball games and watch niggas play, and they don't actually know how to fuck to do the shit. You can sit on the sidelines, you can be a sports analysis, you can be a fan in the fucking crowd and critique every single thing you see on the court. But 10 times out of 10, if you take your bitch ass on that floor and play against them niggas, you will not know what it's like to play up against them niggas or be in that setting or be around any of it. You wouldn't know shit. All you would know is what you see on the surface level. It's the same exact concept. So when white people see black people speaking on racial matters, have your little opinion, but have it in your head. Now, this situation with the Montgomery, Alabama riverboat brawl, we have a security guard who was there doing his job. All he wanted to do was try to navigate everybody through the dock, make sure everybody made it safely, make sure everybody is doing what they're supposed to do, and move on with his day. But for some reason, overprivileged, most likely inebriated white folks did not want to follow the rules because sometimes they just, and it's crazy how there's also this narrative that black people get to do what they want to do now because we live in a leftist society, and the only thing black people know now is to break the rules and break the law, and they don't get any consequences for it because everybody's all for Black Lives Matter. Can y'all please explain to me how white people have just all of a sudden came up with this myth that black people can't get in trouble for committing crimes anymore because of 2020 or George Floyd or whatever the fuck case they trying to bring up? Will somebody please explain this to me? Like, who is really seeing this? How factual? Like, these are the type of things and the narratives that get spread that I always say is dangerous and harmful to black people. Now, we have the security guard here trying to do his job, and he got attacked. Attacked by other Mayo soldiers. It was going to be a one-on-one. My man was getting his footing. He was about to look, and then boom. Now the rest of them come out. Now, I'm leaning towards whether or not I want to show the fight because I honestly feel like I am going to get banned for it, and I don't want to get banned for showing the fight. But I need y'all to understand because I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it. I don't have to play the whole thing, but I will do this. I'll do this, okay? I'll make this the blur just so we can continue on the audio. Let's go. Y'all know what was happening. I gotta have my man swimming in there. I gotta show my man swimming. That's all I need to see. Look at my man swimming. My man is swimming.
That boy swimming his ass over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That boy swimming his ass.
That boy finna help that boy. Get up there, young boy. Get up there, young buck. Get up there, young buck.
Get up there, young buck.
Shit, what's up? Y'all was told a minute ago. Yeah.
They tried to retreat. Oh, wee. Ooh, wee.
They scared. Look at them.
First of all, let me just say this about the young 16-year-old man who did what he did, young man. First of all, we commend you, young brother, for doing what you're doing because, for one, I do not expect a lot of 16-year-old kids or teenagers to involve themselves in these instances. Let me just tell you what most teenagers would do in this situation. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Grown-ass people had their phones out recording this shit, but a 16-year-old teenage boy swam his ass across that motherfucker and did what he had to do. So many names that look, Aquaman, I seen Scuba Gooding Jr., I seen Michael B. Phelps. What's the other names that he had, man? What's the other names that my man had? They had so many names for this guy. Swimmy Butler. Man, what name the names. If you seen some names for this young man, put them in the chat because I want to read them off, man. That was some beautiful shit.
Woo!
Just going. Just going.
Oh, my God.
Such a beautiful moment, man.
That what you did.
That
That what you did. That
And the best part too, like one of the best parts about this wasn't just the citizens of this fight. It wasn't just the random people that were there. It was the workers, man. And then I come to find out later that this is a spot where they sold slaves at. I'm telling you, it was all, and then I seen another video of a lady that came out and she had proof. She showed the proof. She had the video and the pictures. Her and a group of women went to this place, went to the Riverfront spot to lay out flowers for their ancestors that day. When I tell you, look, some people may be seeing it as a joke, but the spirits of our ancestors was really in that place that day. Take it as a joke if you want to, but you seen it for yourself. A nigga was beat out of his Crocs. Please understand, Crocs are tough pieces of work. I'm not a Croc owner, but I've seen people wear Crocs until them Crocs ain't crocking no more. Somehow, some way, this man got beat out of his Crocs. Sport mode did not exist. This was overdrive. He tried his hardest to fight back and he couldn't. Crocs really turned into crocodiles. Look, this shit look like a crocodile eating this nigga foot off. His Crocs really turned to crocodilians. This is y'all need to understand. The best display of togetherness and unity, black unity at that. We had so much stuff going on. Let me play y'all this video, man. I'm gonna show y'all this video. This is a longer video that one of the ladies that was recording this.
They thought shit was sweet. They had no business jumping on them folks. Look at the crew members. Look at the crew members. They ready, yeah.
Look, that see, I love that shit.
Hold up. Ooh, look at the crew. All up.
See that boat? The boat was taking too long to pull up. My guy said, I'm getting out. I'm swimming.
Big boy bumping like good gas. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Look at them. They some cowards. Cowards. Y'all was so ready to fight when it was just one nigga sitting there. Y'all was so amped. Y'all was so ready. Y'all was so UFC, bro. I'm about to show these guys how I get down. Lil Conor McGregor. Motherfuckers was scared.
Red back ass.
Red back ass. That's hilarious. I don't care what you say. That's hilarious.
We trying to get.
I want to hear what she said.
What the hell? Y'all, these white folks jumped on these black men that work security. We trying to get on the sipping cycle, the Marriott trying to come through. And the man was telling them to move their boat because the Marriott couldn't dock so the boat could get off. And everybody on the sipping cycle, we just wait. Why these folks that swung on and jumped on this black man, baby? The crew member that jumped off the Marriott, baby. They whooping ass, baby. Now come up out that boat, baby.
Look.
They ready to move some. They ready to move some.
He ready to run.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this shit.
Yeah. What's up?
Bro, that shit is so great to me. They was mentioning how these niggas was skipping down the line. If you see some niggas skipping towards you, it is not because they love rainbows, Skittles, and bubble gum. They are fin to beat your ass. That's exactly what the fuck for that. Niggas start skipping towards you and pulling they fucking shorts up, they finna tee off your ass.
I was told a minute ago.
Yeah.
Ooh wee.
They scared. Look at them. They scared. Woo. Beat their ass. Woo.
bro. They is going crazy.
That what you get. That what you get. Oh,
That what you
turn
get.
ass up. Ooh, she whooping her ass. She finna put her in the wall. In the wall.
That's my favorite part right there. I had a lot of favorite parts, but this one right here, when she tossed her ass in the
She
water.
whooping her ass. She finna put her in the wall. She whooping her ass. She finna put her in the wall.
Now, the police came, man. The police came, and they came to talk to motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They locked that white. But that's another thing. I need people to
He
understand.
started that shit. Get him.
They lock people
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
And for the white folks in the back, that say black people can commit crimes and not go to jail for it. First of all, these black people were defending another man from being assaulted, and a lot of them still got locked up. So we need to start. I know they probably started GoFundMe's and all that stuff and sending stuff to people cash apps, but as you can see, the young 16-year-old man who swam across to help fight with everybody else, his cash app crashed. So his mom had to make a statement and let people know, hey, his cash app crashed. You guys don't need to do it, but if you are going to do it, I'd rather you just send stuff to here, our address, or, do it this way, because a lot of people were sending him bread for what he did, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Let that young man continue to make the right decisions in life. I hope that he has enough money or generates enough money from this situation so that he can pay for his way to college so that he can have a bright and wonderful future. I love the fact that he came out right away and said, hey, I didn't do this for recognition. I didn't do this for the fame. Please, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to have to be pushed out into the spotlight. I did what I had to do. I did what I was raised and taught to do. So that young man, I hope he gets every last dime that is being sent to him, and I hope he uses it in a very productive way so that we can see more and more and more productive black men and women out here in society that we already do. I'm not minimizing nobody else because we have a lot of I even hate that that's even a narrative, but I'm saying it for a specific reason. A lot of kids, a lot of teenagers, they strive to want to be on social media platforms or try to get big through social media, TikTok, Instagram, all this other shit. I want this young kid to see that he has a bright future and that his mind and his choices and things like that need to be utilized for a greater purpose and a more positive purpose in life. So that's what I want to say about that young man right there. Now, the police came. Which is hilarious because at this part, it's crazy. Academics made this point, and it made so much sense to me, even though I wasn't even thinking about it. But it was like, damn. Even though I'm glad that they talked to the police and let them know what really happened, as they should, it's crazy how a lot of instances like this, when it comes to our own, when something happens in our own communities, when a black man or a black woman or a black baby is killed, and people feel like they can't say nothing if they know something, or you know what I'm saying? Get that off your brain. We can save one another, really. Now, I'm not out here encouraging people to snitch, but I also have the actual view and the common sense behind what snitching is. If you a motherfucker out here committing crimes with other motherfuckers and y'all get caught and you tell, you a snitch. But if you are so-and-so just living on the block and some random motherfuckers got into it and you seen shots go off and an innocent bystander or a baby got hit and they died, you need to give information about what happened. No parent, no family member should ever deal with a loved one being killed senselessly over nothing. I encourage that. Take it how you want. I don't live by no street rules. I don't subject myself to being brainwashed to some shit that'll have me killed, have me fucked up or in jail for the rest of my life. But this part right here is what I wanted y'all to see.
Cause they should have did that.
He said how
The man with the white shirt on.
He sure
they
do got the
jumped
jersey on.
Right there. right here.
Let me see what Jeff said. Jeff said, shout out to Jeff. Jeff was like, Aquaman got a bright future, going on a college tour, talking about this swim fight, ass whooping with FOI as his security. Hey man, that actually, look, first of all, shout out to making that an actual thing. I want to make that an actual thing. I want to make sure that young man is protected, because now he has a target on his back, believe it or not. Really does have a target on his back. There's going to be some racist white folks out here who feel like they got to get their get back because of the narrative that's around this whole thing.
Baby, all on. That shit was crazy. You should have did that. Man, we were waiting to get on the boat. He worked here.
He hopped on the paddle boat to come over here and tell them they was all over.
And they had kept telling them to move their boat, but the Harriet couldn't dock.
When he got off, all these white people, they
jumped on him.
They jumped on him. We were finna beat their ass, but when the boat docked,
so when the boat got off, you know, they came on there. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, they started it.
The white guys jumped on the black.
Yeah. He worked here. He was just telling them to move their personal boat so the Marriott could dock. Because we waiting to get on the sipping cycle, and they keep circling around, and they couldn't get off. Okay. He moved their damn boat, and that's when they came down there and jumped on the damn man. Okay. So that's where that came from.
Yo, hey, see, that's the part I'm talking about. You already telling the cop what happened. You already giving your statement. You already telling them everything. And on top of that, you are recording it. And as soon as the officer asked for her information, look how she responded.
That's when they came down there and jumped on the damn man. Okay. So that's where that came from. Witnesses. What?
Just for a statement. We ain't talking about you. Brother.
She laughed and said, what? Look how, I'm sorry, but that's like, that in itself is a brainwash right there, a brainwash society, and that just instance right there. You already told the nigga everything. You might as well give your information and count yourself as a witness, especially when it comes to shit like this. This wasn't no street shit. This was a racial brawl. What side are you on? All right, that's all I'm saying. You got to move right. Now, one of the guys that got their ass beat responded on social media. He didn't have much to say, because what could he say? Listen to this.
Well, turns out that 65-year-old man could really fucking throw him. Well, turns out that 65-year-old man could really fucking throw him.
Look, man, that shit. And here's the thing. I've been seeing lots of videos go around. Even the picture with the guy with the fucked up Crocs. They were saying that those weren't part of the instance. Some people were saying this guy wasn't part of it. I don't even care. It's still funny. All right? Even if he wasn't a part of it and tried to make himself a part of it as somebody who was one of the white guys that got his ass beat, kudos to him, all right? All right, you doing us a service by by showing this display of fucked upperness on your face. Now, there's been so many chair memes. There's been so many skits. I want to play y'all some of the parodies that have been going around that people have been making, which I'm so glad they are doing this. Shout out. Now, this is a black thing. This is a strictly black thing. Shout out to my FBA brothers. Shout out to my black American brothers and sisters out there. This is a black thing. So don't let that miss in my interpretation of what I'm about to say. Shout out to the allies. The ones that will go along and reenact these skits. Just to be like, hey, I don't even want to explain it. Just watch. The fact people were so quick with this shit too. This should have me rolling, man. They executed this perfectly. Shout out, hey, I have to shout out the white guys who participated in this because they know what it is. They know what the narrative is, and they still went for it. Like, this is another thing I had to deal with some white folks in my comment section on my YouTube page who for some reason were saying the same things. This is why I know that they getting fed anti-black propaganda from whatever it is that they watch, and their algorithms is fucking them up. Because most of these guys are saying they just getting called racist for being white. Really? Well, I wonder how these white guys feel who are literally reenacting a racial beatdown. It doesn't look like they care about motherfuckers calling them racist because they white. Maybe because they actually know they might not be racist. I mean, white people who aren't racist don't get offended by black people calling out racist white people. It's just that simple. Why are you the person that's getting tired of being called racist, but you show up to every racial conversation being anti-black? I'm pretty sure you need to just come to terms with the fact that you're a racist piece of shit. A lot of y'all in denial. A lot of y'all think that because these talking points come from these right-wing extremists and these other people out here that try to say these things or spread these narratives about black people, that you're speaking facts. And it's like, oh, this is facts over feelings. This is facts over being sensitive. What? Y'all getting fed the same propaganda a lot of people getting fed on a daily basis. Y'all niggas weak. And the nerve of you to try to think black people are too sensitive or always make everything about race when y'all the motherfuckers that insert yourself in every racial conversation black people have. You insert that shit. Look at the people you follow. Look at Fox News. Y'all all insert race in everything. But that's the reverse psychology that these extremists like to play. They'll do exactly what it is that they claim they hate, but try to twist it and make it seem like they doing it in a different way. It's all the same shit. Now, speaking of the allies, I'm gonna play this video here from this guy. What's his name? Barry. Barry has something to say about this swing low, sweet chariot, riverboat, rumble, fade in the water, Alabama boat brawl. Listen to this.
So I've been asked multiple times today what I think about the Alabama riverboat brawl, the Montgomery motorboating massacre, the pontoon around and find out, the Riverfront battle royale. This is what I have to say about it.
The pontoon Proud Boys.
And I know Montgomery ain't a small town, but you know all them white dudes were playing that song. Hell, they were probably playing that song on their JBL Bluetooth speaker as they pulled into the dock. And draw that in a small town. We respect people around here. Except for when they asked me to move my bass buggy. This is my bass buggy. I got it at the Bass Pro Shop down in Prattville. It's only $325 a month for 15 years. And the party of we respect people around here and law and order will fucking throw hands and sucker punches and flying knees just because they were asked to move their pontoon. All you had to do was move the damn pontoon. The riverboat was coming no matter what. Now look at you, looking all dumb in front of Jesus and everybody on the internet.
He said y'all niggas was looking dumb in front of Jesus.
The riverboat was coming no matter what. Now look at you, looking all dumb in front of Jesus and everybody on the internet, getting arrested in your Costas and Old Navy swimming trunks. That security guard just trying to do his damn job. But then you want to throw it. You just move the damn pontoon. Boy, that security guard threw his head up like Bobby Shmurda. Get up out my trap house.
Hey, man, white people crazy. Do y'all think this white guy feels guilt? Do you think this white guy is sitting there thinking, man, I'm tired of being called racist because I'm white? Nah. Probably because he's not fucking racist, man. Y'all niggas need some common sense. Oh my God, look at this. This one right here I have to play. YouTube, don't block me, okay? I want to play this one. This one has WWE music in it. We have to hear it. He was walking like D'Lo Brown. Yeah. He was just walking around with Bro, first and foremost, let me just say this if I haven't said it a million times already. I love black people so fucking much. I could cry just by saying I love black. That's how much I love black. I love y'all so fucking much. Not only do we have to deal with so much bullshit on a daily basis, but somehow, some way, we find the route to make everything funny and enjoyable for the fucking rest of society. It's hard being the most hated and the most revered and the most copied and the most loved at the same goddamn time. Really think about that. Really think about it. We are the most loved, hated, copied, and discriminated and minimized group of people in the fucking world. But yet, we find a way. That's a testament too to our ancestors as well. Being in situations, being in the brutal, horrific, violent, deathly environments as being slaves and somehow finding ways to sing their way through the bullshit, the fuckery, the death, the rape, the violence, the brutality. Black people are resilient. Black people are strong. We are overall amazing. We're the best human beings in the fucking world. No debate. No fucking debate. No fucking debate. Now, with that being said, you know, some people had things to say on the opposite side, like, why are you glorifying violence? This is only setting us back because people already think black people are violent, blah, blah, blah. A whole bunch of coon heads and Sambo tap dancing ass niggas was mad at the fact that this happened and black people were rejoicing over it. But here's a little clip from back in the day of Malcolm X explaining why it is important to help your fellow brother.
Should other black men help that particular person who was attacked?
I think you'll find, sir, that there will come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves, as other humans are intellectually independent enough to think for themselves. Then the black man will think like a black man, and he will feel for other black people. And this new thinking and feeling will cause black people to stick together. And then at that point, you'll have a situation where when you attack one black man, you are attacking all black men. And this type of black thinking will cause all black people to stick together. And this type of thinking also will bring an end to the brutality inflicted upon black people by white people. And it is the only thing that will bring an end to it. No federal court, state court, or city court will bring an end to it. It's something that the black man has to bring an end to himself.
Wow. And we still got work to do. We still got work to do because the powers that be continue to be against us, whether they be white racist individuals, black people that work for white racist individuals, or black people who are part of the black community who may have the type of agenda to where they just want to pander or just want to continue to be loved by black people, but really have this disdain for black people. Like some people interpreted when they saw Marlon Wayans post one clip of the boat brawl, which was the clip of the black people approaching white people in the boat, and one of the black people taking off and hitting one of the white guys, and his caption being, "How about we not try that in a small town? Shit silly, bro. Let's all just be love, not war. Well, Marlon caught a lot of backlash for this because this wasn't the time for you to sit there and speak about love, not war. This was the time for you to stand with your people. Every other race, every other group of people stand with their people when it come down to these situations. Why is it that when it's us, you see people that look like us try to fight against it? Now, Marlon posted this. He caught some backlash. People were bringing up other instances like, well, Marlon, aren't you the same guy that just dropped a special this year talking about how Will Smith slapping Chris Rock was a God-sent thing that happened? Wasn't that the best moment of your fucking life? Didn't you say that? Didn't you say this was God looking out for you? See, if a black man assaulted another black man, all of a sudden that's just a God-sent thing. But black people defending a black man against racist white people is love, not war. That's that conditioning that has happened over the decades that they've been trying to get black people to be on that type of time with that type of mentality where we turn the other cheek. Why do you think they uplift Martin Luther King more than they do Malcolm X? Why do you think that Martin Luther King is the face of black liberation and black power to white people? Why do you think that? Because for one, they're cowards, they're scared. They don't want black people to follow up behind Malcolm X, or else guess what? This type of shit would have been happening on a daily fucking basis. You wouldn't have no racist white people getting away with being racist. They want to push peace. I get it. I want to push peace. But we cannot have peace if the other side is continuing to try to push violence upon us. Ain't nobody finna just walk around in the streets and get spit on and get shit thrown at them and get hit in the fucking face or any of that shit. Black people ain't going for that shit and haven't been going for that shit for years. You can't just do that shit in the streets. It's not gonna end the same way. So if you motherfuckers want peace, then bring peace. Simple as that. Those black people out there were looking to have a good time that day. You think they went on a boat thinking, man, I can't wait till somebody do some fuck shit so we can get ready to fight? No. Well, Marlon responded, and this is what Marlon had to say.
I woke up to a bunch of stupid ass Google alerts with a bunch of stupid ass sites misinterpreting my entire post. Why the fuck would I criticize black people for defending themselves? I'm black. The fuck? Nobody knows irony anymore, huh? Guess that just went out the window. It's the irony of the song. Stupid asses. And why would I criticize black people for defending themselves? That's the thing about social media, man. It's left for interpretation. Y'all tripping. It makes no fucking sense. I shouldn't even address it. It's that stupid. Black people know I love black people. I'm black.
Marlon, I love you, my guy. From one black man to another, and for the simple fact that you have given this space of entertainment and black culture so much of your life and so much of your time and so much of your creativity. I will never, ever in life take away what Marlon and the entire Wayans family has done for the culture. They single-handedly paved the way to show that you can be a black family and succeed as a black family, and also continue to help one another and pull one another up and make it a generational wealth thing. The Wayans family was doing that. So I can't take nothing away from them. But context does matter. And Marlon, when you bring up irony, I don't think that has anything to do with the post, because you posted a specific clip, and the specific clip was black people assaulting white people without context, and then putting in that statement, let's try love, not war. I don't know where the irony was in it. You said the song was the irony, but who knows if you put the song in the background. Maybe you just screen recorded the video and posted it from social media. You didn't even mean to have the music in the background. I'm just guessing. But I can't call that irony. I think because you got the backlash that you got, now you want to be, I love black people, I'm black. Why would I criticize black people for defending themselves? I'm black. Well, let me tell you, Marlon, you being black isn't a good enough excuse, because we have people like Jason Whitlock, who is black, who took the time to make up an entire scenario just so he can continue to milk the penises of other white men. Jason Whitlock is a professional Caucasian cocksucker. And this is exactly the specific point that I'm making right here. Look at this. Jason Whitlock said the Montgomery melee is sad all the way around. What might be most sad is if the security guard had been jumped by 2 to 3 black men, no bystander would have done anything to rescue him. The first 3 to 4 rescuers were heroic, the rest just opportunists. Okay, let's break this down for you real quick. Fat ass bitch. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck who you are. When you come up and do shit like this is actually contributing to the anti-black narratives that are being pushed on to white society that continues to have them look at black people as an entire whole as violent and negative and irresponsible individuals. What might be most sad is if the security guard had been jumped by 2 to 3 black men, no bystander would have done anything to rescue him. First of all, you don't know that, Jason Whitlock, and you're probably projecting because you're such a big bitch that it would take so much strength and energy out of you just to get down the fucking dock ramp that you wouldn't even be able to fight these niggas. You are not the type to be in a fight. Matter of fact, I know Jason Whitlock is the type to pull out a gun because he doesn't have the stamina to even fist fight a nigga, let alone walk from his fucking front door to his mailbox. You sitting here trying to talk about what could have happened or a possibility makes no fucking sense. You dismissing the fact that the saddest part about the whole thing was the fact that a security guard was jumped for just doing his job is the reason why you are a white man in blackface and you took it too far this time. I'm sorry. I usually don't like to talk about Jason Whitlock, but fuck this nigga. Fuck this nigga. I didn't even have nothing to say. I just put this GIF up. This is how I responded to Jason. This is how I'm responding to the rest of y'all. The rest of y'all niggas that be out here saying a bunch of random shit and trying to coddle the balls of your white supremacist counterparts. I don't have no words for y'all no more. Y'all doing this shit on purpose. Y'all doing this shit on purpose. You should have took a page out of Candace's book and shut the fuck up. Candace didn't say a goddamn thing about that River Brawl. You want to know why? Somebody go ask Candace. I don't give a fuck to talk about Candace Owens. She's the type of person that will sit here on the internet and say something like this. First of all, she shared a video from Libs of TikTok. So Libs of TikTok is a Twitter page that is known for continuously pushing anti-black narratives and rhetoric towards society and filling up the algorithms for all the right-wing extremists, anti-black, white supremacist, racist, bigoted, bitch-ass niggas over there on Twitter. That is what that page is known for. Candace Owens retweeted a video from them. Now, their video said, self-proclaimed black supremacist goes on unhinged racist tirade after finding out her sister slept with a white man. She vows to destroy the relationship before asking her boyfriend to come and kill him for me. She is reportedly a teacher in Texas and has a history of whatever the fuck. Candace reposted this video to her followers, the many white supremacists that follow her and take her word because they love when black people spew the same narratives of them. She said, this is honestly just sad. Probably not even her fault. We won't know the effects of the media's nonstop anti-white BLM propaganda campaign for years to come. History teaches us that propaganda-induced hatred is real. This woman needs help. You know why Candace Owens is a smart, dumb bitch? Because she's smart enough to continue to do the same race baiting and division that she's so-called against, but then dumb enough to sit up here and try to act like the internet or society is full of anti-black or anti-white BLM propaganda. So you're smart enough to recognize that propaganda-induced hatred is real, but you don't call out the anti-black propaganda that's being displayed on the same app that you are a part of. Tell me what her purpose is in life. Just like Jason Whitlock, she is a white woman in blackface. Now, these are the things that I want to talk to y'all about before I get out of here. When we talk about anti-black propaganda, let me give you a little example right here. Now, lately, Twitter has been putting up community notes for tweets that have been going up that spew false information, which should have been happening years ago. But so many false narratives and so much anti-black propaganda has been pushed on these websites and on these platforms that now all of a sudden they think that, oh, well, now we can just start putting, no, the narratives are already out there. People already believe what they believe. But it seems like these community notes where they're trying to fact check somebody's post only comes with certain heinous or things that have to do with certain situations. It's rare that you see a community note where Twitter is fact checking anti-black propaganda. For instance, as you see right here, this guy, a verified account, this tweet has been seen over 2 million times, 2.4 million views to be exact, reposted over 5,000 times, and liked over 29,000 times. So this person responded to somebody saying George Floyd was an American murdered by the state. If you think liking fucked up memes about him is a win and how to own the left, I question your tactical capability and values. This person decided that they were going to respond to this tweet and say, George Floyd was a lifelong criminal who terrorized innocent citizens for multiple decades. He stuck up a pregnant woman, committed other robberies, and skimmed money from hard-working immigrants. His death was self-inflicted via fentanyl and endless crimes. Find better heroes. Now, it's not like we have a whole police front that was there getting locked up right now for the murder of George Floyd. It's not like we had a whole entire video of George Floyd being killed on tape. It's not like we saw everything happen for our own eyes. These motherfuckers actually allowed a narrative to be pushed so hard on them by their favorite political entities that they have ran with a narrative that is not fucking true. And when I say it's not true, I'm talking about him dying from fentanyl. All the other shit you're talking about, a lifelong criminal did all this shit. Nigga, miss me with this shit. Because the same motherfuckers that sit up here and be like, George Floyd, or somebody was like, oh, okay, you could say he was a lifelong criminal and he stole and he used counterfeit bills, but that doesn't mean he should have died, right? And then somebody was like, well, he did hold a gun to his pregnant girlfriend's belly and robbed her. Oh, really? Is that the reason why y'all motherfuckers was so amped about Herschel Walker, right? Y'all was so happy about Herschel Walker. Y'all was pushing Herschel Walker to be the next Republican candidate for y'all squad. Oh, but y'all had excuses for this shit right here. It seems like Walker is set to win the Republican nomination Tuesday. It is alleged that he previously held a gun to his ex-wife's head and threatened to blow her brains out. The incident was cited when his ex-wife, Cindy Grossman, filed for divorce in 2002. Y'all allowed this guy to run for political office, but didn't use his past crimes against him. Why? Because he was pushing y'all narrative. He was pushing the same anti-black rhetoric that y'all push. See, it doesn't matter when a nigga got a gun to a bitch's stomach or her head. It only matters when you motherfuckers want to prove a point of your anti-blackness. Interesting. Now, GMS fam, the Green Room, I need y'all to understand something. Today, I wanted to share some laughs, and I also wanted to get real. I'm tired of the anti-black bullshit that is going on in the world. I know it's not going to stop. I know it's not going to go nowhere. But it seems to me that something may be happening in the near future, but I don't know what it is. I can't say it's violence because a lot of people are stuck to their devices. I'm pretty sure a lot of people ain't really about that life. So it's pretty much going to continue to be talking back and forth. Like, this is why, honestly, this is why the Riverboat Brawl is so big right now, and there's so many people talking about it, is because in real life, a lot of motherfuckers are scary. I mean, let's just keep it real. A lot of people are scary. For real. Y'all wouldn't be a part of that shit. That's why y'all motherfuckers are so hype about this shit. A lot of y'all motherfuckers wouldn't have swam across the motherfucking lake off a boat to go whoop some ass. A lot of y'all wouldn't have did that, man. Let's see. Let me read some of y'all comments, man, before I move around. Mr. October, GMS, don't even give these lames the energy, but it's needed today. We don't need these Sambos. I see you. Highway J said, man, we just the shit out here. Nobody like us, love my people, even when they be tripping. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's an unconditional love. I some of y'all niggas we can't bring with us, you know what I'm saying, to the path of righteousness, but it's still love. I hope y'all figure it out at some point. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers out here that, and that's the thing. I don't know if white people understand. We do speak on the negative things that go on in our community. I think we get mad at them bringing it up because it's like, y'all motherfuckers don't think we know this shit? Y'all motherfuckers don't think we know what the fuck is happening in our own community? We get offended because you bring it up in talking points as if this is part of the conversation. A cop murdering a black man for absolutely no reason, and y'all motherfuckers want to bring up black on black crime as if that has anything to do with people who are sworn to serve and protect us. There's a difference. I am supposed to put more trust into law enforcement than I am a random citizen who I don't know. But that has never been my reality. And I know that's never been a lot of other black people's reality. I think other people think we just pulled that shit out our ass. Pause. like people, why are white people getting blamed for things we didn't cause, we weren't a part of? Y'all motherfuckers love holding on to the fact that slavery was hundreds of years ago as if we didn't go through segregation, Jim Crow, and in the prisons, the school to prison pipeline, all these different avenues that were put against us. Y'all act like this shit didn't exist. Y'all act like we didn't have to try to overcome this shit and still don't have to deal with bullshit today. It's crazy. Let's see. GMS talking that shit. Appreciate you, CT. Mike Reimer said he was addicted to fentanyl, or however you spell it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Nobody, not one person that has come out and said that George Floyd would die from fentanyl. Not one person can give you proof of if he would have died without that police interaction. Not one person. Not one person. Give me some AI. How about that? Do an AI scenario, nigga. How about that? Not one person did that shit. All they doing is talking. All you doing is talking. It says in the coroner's report that he had fentanyl in his system. Okay, well, what did they say how he died? Asphyxiation. Unless that fentanyl crawled out his body, turned to a human, and choked the shit out that nigga, I'm pretty sure it was Derek Chauvin. But hey, you know, that's just me. That's just somebody with common sense and logic and who don't like to lead with anti-race. I'm anti this. I'm not even anti-white. I am anti-racist white bitch. That's who I'm anti. I'm anti-racist coward fuck. That's what I'm anti. So for any nigga that ever see me talk about white people do this or white people do that, and you see what I'm talking about, if it's attached to some racist shit, just know I'm talking about racist white people. And if you a white person that gets offended by me saying that, maybe you are fucking racist. And that's where I want to leave it at, man. GMS fam, the Green Room today has been a hell of a show. I appreciate every single one of y'all for pulling up on me today and speaking about this Riverfront Bay Brawl. Shout out to the young man, Swimmy Butler, Scuba Gooden Jr., Michael B. Phelps. Young black man, I hope you continue to thrive out here in society. Do what you got to do. To the black people out there all around the world, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, especially my FBA brothers right here in the States, on the soil. I love you motherfuckers, man. Every black man, every black woman, if you hear my voice, I love you. All right? I got your back. If I ever see an injustice, just know it's going to be the Alabama boat brawl all over it again. Especially with who I'm with, nigga. If me and anybody that I'm cool with is with me and we see some shit going down, best believe it's Fade in the Water Part 2. Hey, GMS fam, the Green Room, let me let y'all know. Hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. If you want to support the GMS show in a big way, you can donate to the Cash App down here, man. I most appreciate it. We might start a campaign soon because I'm not gonna lie, man. We need to up production. We need to make this a bigger platform. We need to make sure that we stay on the necks of the people that try to be on ours, man. I feel like I can contribute a lot to this space. So if you want to continue to see the GMS show thrive and you support this black platform, you can donate to the Cash App down here, man. Let me see y'all in the comment section. Shout out your city. Let me know where you tuning in from. GMS fam, the Green Room. Hey, it's been real. Peace to y'all. Peace. Man, I done worked myself up, man. I gotta smoke something now. I hope y'all do the same, man. If y'all at work, when you get off work today, man, roll something up, man. You deserve it. You earned it. Drink a brew if you got it or something, you know? I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. GMS fam, the Green Room. One love. We out.